What's up, sweats? Welcome back to VN Warpath. Today is gonna be an Alpha Boss AC review. It's been a long time, way too long since we had a truly mind-blowing act to record.
And as usual, don't expect a fixing clip, because real talk, there is nothing to fix. Haha. Fix what? When the owner plugged every single hole with cold hard Benjamins.
Exactly, haha. We ain't fixing shit today. Today is a zoo tour. Admiring a mega whale, a massive gigantic monster currently wreaking havoc across new server clusters. In this video, I will tear apart the entire tech tree, officers, collection, and gear of a true boss.
Top letter combat stats, straight up. Watch till the end. 0 seconds wasted. Hitting enlightenment. After watching, drop a comment praising the admin to warm my heart.
Gear up! 1, 2, 3, reputable, let's get it!
Like, share, subscribe now. Mwah.
Herk, but hold up, bros. Slam the brakes for a beat.
Swallow your saliva. Before dissecting this billion VND Leviathan ad break,
Don't panic, Keek. Right now, I'm opening a consulting service to optimize your budget for this blood-sucking game. I diagnose acts, fix tech trees, and build F2P squads. Snipe the absolute best P2W packs for the absolute cheapest. Your DPS output will still chip away at the rich kids. My reply speed is guaranteed smoother than 1 millisecond ping, absolute reputation fully covered.
hesitating, losing every fight? Just a punching bag in Epic C4? Just slide straight into my DMs. Contact info is right below. Saving a quick buck? Optimizing every single resource drop for your next energy drink? Why the hell wouldn't you try it?
All right, T, roll up your sleeves and drop straight into our main character today. Now! Skin is shared. Look closely, bros, recognize this notorious name, or what?
Proudly introducing. This is P2G Loki, a name blowing up like crazy, a dark force completely wiping the floor with server 87, an alpha boss, a true Leviathan, not your average baby shark topping up a few $1,000.
His progression is terrifying. Massive tryhard carrying the P2G clan. Look at his profile interface, Bruise. What smacks you right in the eye?
Fee! Blindingly flashy God of War skin. In server 87, not a single creature more worthy of wearing this skin than Loki himself. Symbol of dominance, tossing cash, crushing opponents in events.
You F2P bros seeing this flag out on the map A auto U-turn and run for your lives? C rashing into him and getting spit on wipes half your army, haha. But the God of War skin is just the tip of the iceberg.
Going deep into this money-reeking profile, look at that number. Collection level peaking at LVL 90. Holy Mother of God.
Are you bros hallucinating? Server 87 practically, newborn pushing collection to 90. I'm absolutely sure this can't just be bought with money, bros. Why? Because it has to be bought with a lot of money.
His F2P grinders like us, ruining our mouse pads, online 24/7 sweating buckets to hit LVL 20 or 30 and we already throw a party. He shot up to 90? Not grinding, just dumping truckloads of cash into Lilith? Look at the VIP LVL next to it. VIP 22. In a new server,
This VIP milestone costs enough real money to buy a luxury penthouse E. Another mind-blowing stat. Wallet Diff put Loki at rank 94 global.
Listen closely. Top 94 globally. A late-born ACN in server 87, crushing tens of thousands of veteran ACS playing for 3 to 4 years, sitting pretty right inside the top 100 collections of all time. That is the textbook definition of an alpha boss.
Wallet Diff is real, bros. Many veteran bros playing since the Goth era looking at this build style feels familiar, right? Let's flip history back a bit.
Its birth name was Jaeger. Jaeger was an extremely notorious boss in the GOT cluster back in the day. Later on, there was drama. The internet rumored the pilot sold Jaeger's ACC to a new owner.
Honestly, I just gossip online. Act. Exact details only God knows. Who the feck cares who's driving? Dumping cash into server 87 proves the new owner's swiping power is insane.
Yapping enough about being rich. Now let's look at actual data to see what a LVL 90 collection stuffs inside, scrolling into skin inventory. Holy shit, my eyes are blinding.
Fie! A collection reeking of P2W, striking the eyes first, Abyssal Dragon. Glancing over is the pricey top racing skin Magma Tyrant. Damn it, not just one, but exactly 2 Magma Tyrant skins.
Scrolling down, we got Mirage Knight, one of the most badass visual skins in the game. Looking down further, there's another top racing skin, Celestial Wrath, and a giant Gundam robot.
Paired with a super rare classic skin. Bros counting? This ACCONS up to 5 top racing skins.
You F2P bros probably don't understand how steep AF a top racing skin is. To own a top event skin, you must go all in, burn gold, burn resources, swipe cards top racing against all whales. One skin dropping is thousands, tens of thousands of dollars evaporating. This guy has 5.
All this shiny shit, I guarantee 1000%, can never be bought with hard work. It was bought with very, very, very much money. And money never lies.
What stats does this massive skin inventory buff? Scroll down to total stat board. Catch your jaws before they drop. DMG intensity plus 52.5%. DMG resist plus 48.5%.
Oh, holy shit. Insane, right? Survival and armor shredding stats buffed by half a health bar. Doesn't stop there. Look at that firepower stat buffed up to 124%.
Hot he's. Looking at these buffs literally makes you blind. Boss is way too far ahead. Exactly, the boss's arty is tankier than tanks. 124% extra firepower. Real talk F2P bros, bringing out a trash tank full of holes onto the map. FF facing this buff is like blocking a flamethrower with scrap paper.
Bullet hasn't even touched your armor, haha. Just graze your ears and your troops evaporate before leaving ashes. He. Looking at this insane stat board, just quit the feckin' game. Save yourself the headache.
In a new server. Unluckily encountering this ACC. Honest advice, block it. Hit the block button to keep your screen clean. Because if he targets you, you'll die cluelessly. Reeking of money, suffocating in cash.
All right, close the collection room before we get depressed. Let's switch to analyzing the brain, analyzing the tactical mindset of this alpha boss, upgrading the tech tree. Having money is one thing, spending smartly is another. Let's see if we can learn anything.
First, skim through gold tech research. Striking the eyes, the gold tech branch for Artie maxed out flawlessly. Scrolling to aircraft branch, surely it's also gold tech.
But this is the moneymaker, showing off pro player level here. Look closely, Bruce. Loki is extremely subtle. He is leaving a few nodes at the end of the aircraft branch, intentionally not golding out the entire aircraft branch.
See that? An alpha boss, wallet diff, doesn't even bother golding out 100%. He knows how to filter, knows what brings actual power, which node is useless trash wasting resources, so he skips. Streamlining aircraft like this makes it optimal, truly strong.
Meanwhile, F2P sweats bleed a whole month just for a handful of gold, still sweating saving thousands of badges, maxing out every item, with the delusional ambition, turning it gold to look badass, to flex.
He is. Turning it gold gets you what? Thought you'd be stronger? Still eating onions out on the map. Learn the boss's mindset immediately. Only upgrade what's necessary. Colors don't make power. No color is true love.
Continuing scrolling through blue tech research, holy fuck, hitting straight into my retina is an unbelievable truth. Erver 87 practically newborn?
The aircraft's blue tech research has already counted down to the last 3. With this, the aircraft is about 2/3 done. Aircraft is still an extremely expensive thing. If he doesn't top up heavily here, it'll take another 4 to 5 months.
And onto Navy Tech Branch, almost hitting the final milestone of Phase 2. Incredibly terrifying absolutely insane.
Hey, honest question for veteran bros holding axe in old servers. Grinded to Phase 2 yet? Stop capping. I know damn well Navy Tech drains materials brutally.
The F2P grinding since launch might still be stuck in Phase 1, haha. Yet in Server 87, Loki almost maxed aircraft Phase 2. Don't know if any other monster will max ping as fast as him in new servers. Truly a boss. Burning time with money is on another LVL.
Glancing over at Advanced City Defense Branch. Okay, boss upgraded modestly here, dripping it, not focusing much. Proves Loki isn't a brain-dead rich guy upgrading blindly. Has a very sharp game macro.
City defense is doxed, drains resources while actual combat effectiveness is doxed, so he throws it in the corner, funneling all power into offense.
Concluding the meta A, revolving exactly around two main cores, arty and aircraft. Pure offense, super firepower.
Textbook alpha boss born to carry team, standing backline wiping out the entire enemy base. But with that many racing skins, seems this tech part is a bit low. Aircraft tech should be done by now, then finish modern tanks.
Then the officer inventory of an RT and Air Force player will be disgusting. Haha! Opening officer tab? Oh my god! Reeking of money piercing straight into the nose.
See it yet? All lounge officers, god tier meta ones max pinged it already.
Insane, right? The Arbitrator, Valkyrie, Lady Liberté, Redhead, Madam, Foyer, golden yellow, skills flashing everywhere.
But there's still flows. ACC doctor must point out weaknesses, and ground forces lineup specifically arty. Clearly, boss hasn't bothered upgrading Silent Thunder yet.
Boss only learned Future Venturer's special skill, equipping Eye of Providence temporarily for 6S's tap. Honestly advising boss if affordable update Silent Thunder, having Madam already Silent Thunder is truly a super mega monster carrying max ping.
Regarding aircraft Air Force, boss already has flying officers, but Arrow hasn't been maxed out. From Darkwing's mischief, boss only hastily let Arrow learn balance skill. Cloud Buster thrown in the corner.
Seems boss, although full tech aircraft doesn't use aircraft much. If wanting to carry the clan Sky, don't skip those two extremely pretty lounge officers.
Glancing over the Navy system. Damn water system max pinged clean sweep entire officer lineup. Free officers are golden yellow, haha.
Except exactly one single soul steel Commodore in the lounge hasn't bothered upgrading. Boss always leads the trend, how it should be. At this point, as an ACC checker, taking the liberty to offer a few minor optimizations, just minor optimizations with insane gear who needs much anyway.
Specifically, arty lineup boss setting up for 6-second tap. Honest advice boss should immediately replace Eye of Providence's special skill for Future Venturer. Ditch Eye of Providence. Instead, take Silent Thunder's special skill and equip it.
Boss has Silent Thunder. Why the F quit wouldn't you use it? Silent Thunder's skill reduces cooldown by 12.5%.
F2P bros copy this trick now. 12.5% cooldown means what?
Means 2 extra sub-skills. Generating rage faster, hitting harder than the enemy by 1 beat. Setting it up makes the 6-second burst lineup truly flawless.
Basically, that's it. X too good, nothing to criticize. Next, checking combat lineup out on the map.
Currently, with Air Force, boss uses form 1 airfighter paired with 1 bomber, or bringing out 2 bombers. 2 bombers optimizes AoE, but without a fighter, it's just theory.
Light consultation, money in boss's hands, bombing or dogfighting is boss's right. Fie! Look at ground forces cluster. Boss's Katyusha sending egg.
Redhead paired with Madame, Valkyrie paired with Yardbird, textbook meta already. Dual bomber lineup boss pairing Mischief with Dawn Striker.
Reminding F2P bros, Mischief and Dawn Striker is the strongest combo. God tier for Liberty Faction's bomber line currently. Just copy it, bros.
G, lancing out to sea, seeing boss's fleet. Oh my ficking soul. My eyes are rent blurry. Right boss has 3 LVL 9.0 ships crising.
Absolutely brutal. Mega Boss invests horrifyingly heavily in Navy. Gold 2 map phase and bringing out 9.0 ships to flex.
W-Ho can endure that? Scrutinizing closely, armored destroyer tanker, full wrenches LVL 9.02 escort ships behind 8.2.
Sexually saying, only 8.2 haha. In new server, 2 8.2s paired with 9.0x wrenches wipes the floor with the whole server fighting freely, fearing no one. Yeah, the other 2 8.2s aren't full wrenches yet, but the overall power is beyond imagination.
F2P pushing 3 ships like this? Impossible mission. Extremely difficult. Smooth lineup, beautiful textbook formation. Too brutal, completely outplayed, no fecking advice at all. Absolute peak.
Continuing to dissect officer gear in Vanquishy. See how far swipping goes. In gear aspect, seems boss hasn't truly gone all in yet. Upgraded gear quite spread out. Haven't seen a dry blood focus on one specific item.
Rummaging through inventory seems boss breaks many purple pieces, funneling resources into sand table kit. Rate this purple decent, usable temporarily. Leans heavily buffing skills. If boss is passionate about 6-second tap playstyle, grabbing this sand table kit is reasonable.
To optimize absolute power for 6's tap, ditch sand table, upgrade gold shotgun. Or just slap Artie drone in.
This gold drone, as I've screamed a million times before, when paired with Silent Thunder plus Madam combo, its burst DMG power is absolute peak period, unrivaled. Every shot blows up screen.
Glancing over at Air Force gear now! Still old guide I taught bros. Gen 1 gold Air Force gear is dogshed. And seems boss is aware, understands meta, so he didn't bother funneling universal pieces here. Haha.
Whatever drops from chests use it. Guess boss wouldn't throw diamonds into this trash pit. Regarding Navy gear. Similarly, boss lets it loose, opening however much using that much. Got waterproof handheld upgraded steadily to LVL 32. Stats decent for wading in water. Overall, boss didn't burn universal gold pieces on Navy gear this time. Hoarding all precious gold pieces to upgrade shotgun, textbook choice, safe, and anti-out meta.
Here, I'm just reviewing stats learning mindset of the rich, cause with this much money he'd win upgrading blindly. No need overthinking, getting headache like us, F2P bros do. Another perspective seeing the insane gap open total stat summary board. Holy soul, look at total DMG intensity.
This DMG intensity equals my 4-year SWIT act, especially Airfighter DMG stat. Holy shit, true. Boss's fighter DMG stat almost equivalent to my 4-year-old ACC. I grinded 4 years. He swiped few months.
His. Truth of P2W games, rich use money buying time bros. No F2P beating VIPs. Just look at skin set buffs, crushes and shuts down all effort. DMG resist shot up to 157%. Too horrifying. Shredding impossible.
However, looking closely, I see a tiny hole for F2P huffing pure copium. Let's flip to Airspace Control tab. Ah, here. Hiding here. Currently, Airspace Control score for boss's aircraft branch anchored at 1480 points.
1,180 points for aircraft. Honestly, some nodes are a bit low, screwed compared to Axe General LVL. Just saying, but I grind F2P near 1,800 points.
Advice boss pump more airspace control points. Upgrade evenly then firepower in the sky, complete much more disgusting. Speaking of airspace, quick reminder for F2P. Please spread points evenly, don't lump into one branch. You'll get screwed.
Anyone confused adding airspace control points according to meta, comment right below. Vote massively. I'll make separate clip detailing how to upgrade airspace control for bros immediately.
Generally salvaged a bit of honor. My 4-year-old AKC beats Loki only in airspace control. Other than that, nothing else. Crushes me flat.
Okay, bros, that's it. Cruising around Loki AC blood pressure dropping. Nothing left to criticize, to talk about anymore. Feast your eyes, know where limit of money lies. Don't try copying exactly. Without money, act becomes dog immediately.
And not over yet, TT. Next part, reviewing a true fix ACC episode of Two Whales VIP clients booking my ACC optimization service. Ack isn't outplayed like Loki, but I'll have stage to perform for bros to learn.
You have money, very good, but optimizing ACC must be 5 times stronger. Prepare for part 2. Tasting capitalism stops here. Quintessential knowledge, data dissected. Every corner exposed, spoon-fed to you.
My channel isn't to trash den clout chasing. Jerky highlights bullshit music baiting noobs, data slaughterhouse, analyzing real combat, protecting wallets. Anyone slurping data, sneaking alt F4 no like no sub, I curse gotcha dropping garbage.
Meeting good act ganking base. Burning to ashes. Blame yourself. No one saves you. Bro understanding F2P struggle, needing pro player optimizing top-up packs, squad builds, cleaning trash ACC slide into DMs, prices softest, pants dropping discounts for homies.
GG outstream, shutting down, grabbing a beer for depression. Tired of this money. Bye, bros.
Like and share. Subscribe.